My name is Jason Whitfield. We're at Whitfield Company, Whitfield Manufacturing here in Upland, California. We've been in business for 17 plus years. We do a lot of one-off custom fabrication. Our main work that we do here is manifolds, dyno tuning, and a lot of full turbo systems. So we started building a CRX out of my buddy's garage, did all the fabrication there, did all the motor building, and we did everything but the polishing and the chroming. And it kind of caught fire in the magazines back then. There wasn't social media, so the magazines were putting it in all their articles, and it was coming out every single month, and people were kind of waiting for the updates. And it really got popular with the single cam Honda group, which at that time everybody was doing swaps. So the single cam guys kind of didn't get as much love. We started making a bunch of power out of it, winning a bunch of car shows, which was unheard of to have a race car and a show car wrapped into one. So we started taking it to more and more races and kind of pushed ourselves to learn more and more about the horsepower side of it. And then the first ones to go into the low tens, I think the fastest pass was a 1022, 149, I believe, was a mile an hour. And it was a single cam platform as in a D series, not like the F series stuff, which is a 2.2 liter. This is a 1.5 liter, like a true 1.5 liter. Set some records, still held records for a decade after we stopped working on that car, and it kind of just snowballed into a really good business and fun industry to work in. When the social media started hitting, whether it's different forums and stuff, we were posting that stuff as much as we could to get more business. And GM at the time was trying to really push the Cobalt, but it didn't really catch for them because the customers were like, well, you're GM, it should make power, it's easy for you, you have unlimited budget. So they contacted us, made us an offer to build a car, but with no information. Like, here's a car, good luck, you know, hope you guys work it out. And they wanted us to campaign it for a few years and race it. And for me, you know, you're jaded by, oh my gosh, it's GM. So yeah, of course, bring us the car, we'll do it. I mean, we were calling like main guys at General Motors on their personal cell phones at 3 in the morning, and I don't think anybody else is that lucky, you know. So I think that kind of pushed us into the fabrication side, because we would have to make our own parts for that car. You couldn't buy a turbo manifold. You couldn't buy an intake manifold for that car like you could a Honda. We started reaching out to other people because we needed a little bit of help, whether it be parts or financial or information. And we've had a long relationship with Konig all the way back to my first Civic that was on the cover back in 01, 02. And talked to a couple guys over there, explained what our plans were and how we were going to take the car around, the tour that it was going to go on, how many races we went to. And we really wanted to push that the Cobalt was a street car. I understand that it couldn't be driven, but it was registered, it had insurance, full interior, and it looked stock on the outside, you know. So we would actually have 2 sets for the front that we would switch out at the track, and we would always run the rears. And then we jumped in with Mobil 1. So we had GM, Mobil 1, and Konig on this build, and everything we do on any car, not just the Cobalt, we use the same people. And that's what we offer to the customers here, because we do all our own testing. So I know if I sell you something from any of those companies, it's perfect because I've already tested it and I'm confident in the product. When we build a product here, whether it be a manifold or a header, we do all our testing on our own dyno. So we may make 5 or 6 different versions before we're happy with it enough to sell it to the public. We can use our dyno 24 hours a day, and we really do. So we'll make a manifold and change heights and lengths before we're happy. Then we'll get into an all-motor header, and we'll do the same thing. We'll change collector sizes, we'll change diameters of the tubing, we might change the style of the runner. And every time we make a change, we do back-to-back testing on the same motor, the same car, the same ECU, everything on our dyno in our shop. So it's a controlled environment. That way we have exact, you know, A versus A versus A. There's no variables. It's always the same motors. That way we know for sure that the changes we're making are good, and you'll be happy with the product when it leaves.